Hello guys, Dave and Alex here from the Hyperspace Vault, and today we have a new video of the Star Wars Black Series Imperial Probe Droid, part of the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back collection. But before we get started, we're going to make another announcement on our 500 subscriber giveaway, the Mandalorian carbonized figure here. When we reach 500 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this figure. So right now I think we're at like 255 or something. Thank you for everybody that's new aboard. I hope you enjoy our videos. Thank you for subscribing. But if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, go on down there, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way, as soon as we get to 500 subscribers, we can do this giveaway video on this carbonized Mandalorian figure. All right, let's get into this Imperial Probe Droid. Now, this came out early. We were able to find this at a Meijer store. So if you're going to be out looking for this, Meijer has them. If you're lucky enough, you might be able to find one on the shelf. The store I went to just had one, so I grabbed this one. I don't think it's due out until later this month with the rest of the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back figures, Wave 1 that's coming out. And for scale purposes, we have our 40th anniversary Bespin Luke here beside it, and you can see that it is pretty good size. When I saw it on the shelf, I thought, well, this looks kind of small. But I think once we get out of the box and get a closer look at it, I think the scale is going to be pretty good for the 6-inch figure scale. So this figure is D3, which is the third deluxe version of the Black Series figures. Of course, D1 was General Grievous. D2 was the heavy Mandalorian that came out.
Infantry Mando.
Which came out back in December, I guess. And now we've got D3, the Imperial Probe Droid. Here is the back of the box. And look at that artwork of that Imperial Probe Droid. That looks awesome. So, Alex, you want to read the back of the box?
Okay, Imperial Probe Droid. Commemorate the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back with the Imperial Probe Droid figure. Tenacious hunters. Probe droids are armed with powerful blasters.
All right, let's get this cracked open. But first, let's take a look at the Imperial Probe Droid in the blister pack. You can see it's got a clear stand there that attaches to that base. All right, we got the Imperial Probe Droid out of the box, and it looks absolutely fantastic. The mold is great on this. I think the size is good. And as you can see here, it comes with a snow base, a clear pole to stick it on. And then the Imperial Probe Droid sticks on the other end of the pole. And all the legs here have articulation. Each joint is articulable. Except for the very end joint is articulable, but like, if it looks like scissors or claws that close, those do not on the end of the apertures. Now, at the top, they do rotate also, so you can rotate them in different directions. And then the head does turn all the way around different directions. And the antennas do pop up and down. Kind of wish the antennas went up a little bit further. They're a little bit short, but they do. They both, they're hooked together, so they both, when you pull one up, the other one comes up too.
Yeah, pretty nice. I love the gloss look in the eyes, or the sensors or cameras, whatever you want to call them. And the arms have so much articulation. I'm used to just playing around with the vintage Probe Droid, and it doesn't have as much articulation as this one, so this one is basically, for me, a big change.
You can see there's some paint apps on the Probe Droid, kind of like a little dirt wash, dry brushing going on there. Then on top, there's some dry brushing on it too going on there. And the mold is fantastic. I mean, see all these little different, like, almost like rivet holes type thing going on, where you can see where it was like manufactured almost. So really cool. And then up underneath, there is a detail up underneath also. So really cool looking piece. Then I guess over here you have this little piece that sticks out, and it's okay. Just a quick note on the stand and the display pole. The display pole does have two different ends on it. One is more rounded, and then the other is more. It's not as round. I don't know. So the round one goes into the snow base, and you have to kind of give it a snap to snap it in there. So that's why it fell apart on us. So, and then the other end.
Not again.
Okay, let's try this again. Third time is the charm, I hope. Okay, so the other end, the non-rounded end, goes into the probe droid. And just insert that. And then
fits nicely.
It should fit nicely, nice and stable. So, yeah, I guess we didn't have it put in right at first. Okay, we have Luke here posed up with the figure, so you can kind of get some scale on the size of this thing. I think it's a pretty good size for the 6-inch scale.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than the original.
Yeah, I think the scale is pretty good. And the display stand is really nice. So, so you can see Luke comes up to about the top. His top of his head is kind of like right at the base of the droid on the display stand. So I think that's pretty good. Oh, and then before it fell apart, I was going to show you, if I can get it on camera here. I believe this is there's a little thing here that you can turn it back and forth. And I believe that's the blaster cannon that's on it, I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of square looking and kind of sticks out a little bit. I thought it was round though, but
ANAP certainly looks cool. How it is weathered and dirt smudges, although I don't know why there's dirt smudges if it's on Hoth. I don't think there's probably not that much dirt on Hoth because it's mostly all snow. But you can see like the bolts in there to hook the metal together. Those look really cool.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a little close-up of it, and I'm just going to rotate it real slowly. That way you can kind of see all the way around it. You can see there's some silver paint apps there, like some scrapes and stuff on it.
You'd think it'd get a little battle damaged after it slammed into the ground on Hoth whenever it got launched from that Star Destroyer.
And I guess, I don't know, what would qualify as the front or the back or whatever, but this is the biggest sensor or eye. And then all of them, it looks like all of them have paint app on them. Some silver here and there.
Yeah, some very high gloss, which is a good thing.
And then again, the arms, every joint, you can do articulation on every joint, up and down, all the way around. And then the arm itself rotates out of the base like that. So you can turn them. And the longest one down here comes out towards the center. So I thought that was kind of weird because I thought all of them were kind of attached around like the rest of them. But this one is kind of the longest one. And it has an extra joint on it. So it comes out kind of a center. I guess that's the main arm. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of articulation options on this. A lot of display options. So really cool piece. Okay, Alex, how do you rate this figure?
I think on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this figure a 10 because the amount of paint app and detailing and just everything about this figure is so cool. The antennas are really cool, how they move up and down. Hasbro, they could have they could have not done that, except they knew it would be cool and they knew that the fans would like it, so they did it anyway. And this figure is just so awesome because the paint app looks good, and all of the molding on it just looks so hard to pull off, and it just Hasbro does it so good that they make it look so easy to pull off, but it's just so amazing. Dave, what do you rate this figure?
I'm going to give it 5 stars. Excellent mold on this figure. I like the stand, and the clear pole is a nice touch. And the articulation in the arms. I wasn't expecting the arms to have that much articulation. The head articulates, and the antennas pull up and down. And that was my only minor disappointment. Was I wish the antennas come up further. They're a little bit on the short side, I think. But other than that, really cool. All the sensors have gloss paint on them, so they have that that reflective on them, and it's a nice scale. So, and then on top of that, the box, which I didn't go into the box a whole lot when we first started. I love this 40th anniversary box. You have the Empire Strikes Back logo here, and the 40th anniversary logo up here in the top corner, which is printed on the box. It's not a foil sticker like on the figures. And you have the racetrack around the window, which this is a nice touch. I would like to see this on all the 40th anniversary figures, like the little racetrack and a little movie logo towards the bottom of what the movie that the figure's associated with. I think that would be really cool addition for the Black Series, the figures themselves. So that is really cool. So 5 stars for me. All right, that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget about our 500 subscriber giveaway. When we reach 500 subscribers, we'll be giving away the Mandalorian carbonized figure, number 94 of the Black Series. So help us get to 500. That way we can do a giveaway video. All right, Alex, take us out.
May the Force be with you, always.